This is our first time ever podcasting, so we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
But we decided that our podcast is going to be about knitting and just life, I guess, as knitters.
Yeah.
And I'm Stephanie.
I'm Ellie.
And we live pretty close to the coast in California.
And we're mother and daughter.
Yes. And
we're related.
I'm the mom.
I'm the daughter, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. And anyway, let's get started.
How long have you been knitting?
I don't really know, actually. I've been knitting... Well, my grandma taught me when I was like 8 years old. And she was not a big knitter. She was more of a sewer. So I didn't really stick with it. And then about 3 years ago, I don't even know how I got back into it, but I think it was just inspiration from probably Pinterest or something. And I just started knitting again. And I started out with a blanket. And
do you have that blanket? We could show it.
No. I have a picture of it. Maybe we'll put one in.
Okay.
Like right here.
Put one in right here, Ellie. Okay.
So, it was actually a pathetic looking blanket. Now that I'm a knitter, like a better knitter, I can see all the mistakes, and I had no clue. It's the typical go to Michael's and get yarn that you can afford.
Be inspired and get all this stuff for it, and then...
Yeah, go home, have no pattern, not realizing you even need a pattern for a blanket because it's a blanket. Anyway, yeah, and I've made little things here and there. Started out with some washcloths. I did make my niece a baby sweater that I thought was amazing, and then I sent it to my sister, and she said it was hideous.
She did?
No, she didn't say that. Oh. She just basically... Let me rephrase that. I didn't know how to change I didn't know how to read a pattern. So I did my best, and then when I started making mistakes along the way because I didn't know how to read it, I improvised and just sewed things up like at the, just basically sewed like you would sew fabric, but did it with knitting or with yarn, and it was kind of a mess. So it was really short.
Okay.
But it had really long arms. I don't know. It was kind of cute. Maybe we'll put a picture of it here again. So...
That's my signal.
That's kind of my intro to myself. What do you want to say?
So, I started knitting,
like 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. No, my mom has been trying to get me into knitting for a very long time, and, I actually tried a few times. I really wanted to do, like, crochet, because I really like little dolls and stuff, and, I like a lot of cartoons, so I would have liked to make little dolls for those cartoons and whatnot, but I just couldn't really get into it. So, for my birthday, which was on the 17th, we went to Pacifica and we saw Tristan.
Of Dragonoid Yarns.
We
drove up the coast.
Yeah. And we went to the Royal Bee knitting store.
Yep.
Which was beautiful.
Which is owned by Kelly.
Yes. And,
hi, ladies.
Hi, if you're watching this at any point. Hello. I didn't really want to go in because I wasn't into knitting. But, when you see that your parent is into something and they're really passionate about it, it's nice to try to find some sort of common ground or find something that you guys can both enjoy together. So I gave it a chance. I just wanted to go in and see Tristan and just check it out, see all the skeins that she had put out. And there was a lot of encouragement there. There were a lot of other knitters who were just like, oh, you should give it another chance, you should try it out. and seeing all the beautiful skeins, you know, I was just kind of like, okay, fine. So I tried it, and I loved it. Yeah, I'm not, like, as into it as my mom is, but I do enjoy it.
Part of that is because you haven't been doing it for very long. I mean, you'll get, the more projects you get under your belt, it'll just empower you to want to do more.
Yeah. So, I started making something. I just started knitting. I don't know what it was. I really like it. I think it's fun. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's just like, it's something that requires a lot of focus for me, and that is something that I lack. So, you know, I'm trying my best. I'm having fun with it. Should I show this yet?
Sure.
Yeah.
You'll have to put it up to the thing and put your hand up. So
you can't really tell what it is, or maybe people who knit can tell what it is, but is that what people do on YouTube?
Well, if you hold it close, you have to probably do it closer.
Like that.
So right now she's working on the ribbing of it. And as we all know, ribbing, I don't know, maybe some people love ribbing. I personally have a hard time with ribbing, even if it's a 1x1 rib, because it's just constant focus and you can't make one mistake or else it throws the whole pattern off. So that's what Ellie's dealing with right now, is just trying to stay so hyper focused on it. Like,
it looks like garbage, because I've messed it up. I've just missed so many stitches, and I've got the order completely wrong, but it's my first project, so I'm just going to keep going with it. And we'll see what happens.
And she kind of wants, so we're planning on going to Stitches West.
Yes.
Which is coming up here at the end of February, so she was hoping to have something that she could wear there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think knitters appreciate that, you know, fortitude, and just keep going with your project. Even if you make a mistake, I mean, a lot of people don't like to do that. I know I tend to ignore mistakes and then later on regret it, and then I won't wear it, so there's that. But I think as your first project, I think you'll be proud of it no matter what, just to, like, finishing something.
'Cause I, like you, struggle with, you know, doing something and then getting excited and then seeing something else that I want to do, and then it's like I completely forget about this and it's never done.
I know.
Which already happened because I was doing this and I was just getting frustrated and it just looked so bad. So ultimately, like I said earlier, I like dolls, so I wanted to make a doll of some kind. So I went on Ravelry and I looked and I found this pattern that, I mean, me just getting into knitting, I had no idea just how difficult it was. But I stopped doing this project and I told my mom, like, hey, I want to make this doll because I can knit it and I don't have to crochet it, because at the moment we don't have any crochet hooks. So I can't even describe what that was like. Like, she had to, what was it that you were doing with that? With the 4 needles?
Oh, I was doing the double-pointed needles, which she's never even... Well, you've seen them, but...
I've seen them, but
But it just kind of blew her mind. As someone that just started, it's overwhelming. And so, I guess I had told her, don't, you know, don't be like me, because I'm definitely a person has some, I'll start things and not stop and not finish, and it's horrible. So I was encouraging her to keep going with this project, to not lose steam. And I think once we put the project on the double-pointed needle, she was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because it's just too
even though
much.
it's actually my preferred method of doing small things. I love 9-inch needles, too. But for me, for some reason, and I'm not that great of a knitter, I'm not one of those people that can pick up... there are people out there, though, that just take off. Like, I watched this one knitting podcast, one of my favorites, the Caddy Jacks Knits, and so their friend, or one of the lady's son's girlfriend lives with them, and she just learned to knit, like, I don't know, probably like 2 months ago, and she's knitting like sweaters and baubles and insane things.
Yeah.
And at the point where she could probably write patterns, and she's only two months in. Some people are just natural.
Yeah.
And for me, I am not.
Creatively inclined.
Yeah, I think I'm creative. I think I lack artisticness.
That's it.
What am I trying to
Artistry?
say? Artistry, maybe? Anyway, there are just some people that are having more of an aptitude for it than others. I think but for me, if I keep practicing, I do get better.
It's like you can have a creative brain, but to actually, the execution is lacking.
Yeah.
It's like I draw, I'm an artist, and I have a lot of troubles with, like, I have all these great ideas, and I can see it perfectly in my brain and how it looks and how it feels, how it smells, but then it's just not having the, I don't want to say talent, but I guess that's what it is, like, not having the ability to execute it and make it what it's supposed to be, how you imagined it, and then you get frustrated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh.
So...
Anyway, that was overwhelming to see DPNs on a project, and so she just went back to her original plan, which I felt happy about, because that'll just segue into the next topic of what I was going to talk about, is that I am definitely someone who, like I said earlier, doesn't finish a lot of what I start, so I'm really trying to work on that this year. I'm really trying to work on that this year. I'm not talking loud enough. We're making notes to each other. It's funny. By the way, do you like our background? It's kind of cheesy, huh? No, I think next time we've decided what we're gonna do. We worked so hard to get this up today that we're like, we'll just leave it, and then
let's do a green screen. And let's do like some weird, crazy stuff going on in the background.
No, people don't like that. I mean, some people do. But
I like it. I think it's funny. Anyway,
so yeah, I am definitely like an ADD knitter. And I hope that's not offensive to people, because I actually do have ADD.
Yes, don't get offended, please.
But my knitting goes along with my brain for sure. Although I felt better about talking to Tristan from Dragonoid about this.
She's so lovely.
She's so nice.
She's so awesome.
She's the sweetest girl.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, I wanted to not have any resolutions necessarily for the new year, but I just wanted to maybe work on one goal, and that was to get out my knitting and look at what I have started that is so close to finishing. Because what I do that's so annoying to myself is I get all the way to the end, almost sometimes just a sleeve a sleeve out from finishing, or whatever it is, a little bit of a toe or whatever I'm working on, and I'll just quit. It's like, nope, I'm done. I'm bored with this.
Yeah.
Or I get discouraged because I made a mistake, or, I mean, I guess we can all say that, but when I started pulling everything out and looking at what I need to finish, I was pretty surprised. I had 9 projects, which seemed crazy to me. That's a lot. And so I made one of those collage things.
Posts on Instagram.
Yeah. And then when I was talking to Tristan about it, she said, "Are you kidding? That's nothing." And she was telling me how some people have projects that are really, lots and lots of projects, like 40-some projects. So it made me feel a little bit better, but it's just something I personally want to work on. It's just I don't know, doing better with what I finish what I start. And even now I'm getting super bored with what I'm working on.
You should show what you're working on.
Well, that segues into the next section. Do you want to talk about anything else?
What is this section are we talking about?
This is kind of our intro.
I guess, yeah, this is the intro.
We didn't really talk about our interests other than knitting, though.
That's true. Would you like to go first? Because
No, you should go first, because
Okay.
that's a bigger section for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, what do I like? Like I said earlier, I love to draw. I have like a Wacom tablet that I do everything on. I post some of my stuff on some of my other social media. I love cartoons. I love Steven Universe. That is my favorite show of all time, I think.
And Bob's Burgers.
And Bob's Burgers, of course. Bob's Burgers is like my favorite like adult cartoon, and Steven Universe is my favorite. I guess it's not just for kids, but yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed with it. I'm a bird watcher. I love birds. We actually have 2 birds. Hopefully,
we put them outside today because they're so loud.
They're so loud. We have 2 budgies, Sprite and Boomer. They're the worst. They're just so loud. They squawk all the time. We also have a cat.
Louise the Siamese.
I wish we could. You should go get her.
Okay. No, I'm wearing pajama pants. Louise.
Louises. Oh, come here, Louise.
Aw, poor kitty. She disturbed her from her nap.
Ow.
Whoa.
Okay, so this is Louise.
She's not.
Oh, wait, you can't
just
see her.
butt.
Hang on.
Louise.
Ow. We have so much crap.
Aw, Louise.
This is Louise the Siamese.
Louise. You have to put her chin up. Nah, she's had it.
She's had it. She's over it. Anyway.
Don't let her knock down your drink.
She won't. So, what else? What else am I interested in? I just like nerdy stuff. I like Gravity Falls. I like Harry Potter. I like
You haven't
Pokemon.
looked into Gravity Falls yet.
No, no, it was the newest How to Train Your
you
Dragon movie.
Louise.
What else? Yeah, I just like random nerdy stuff, and oh my god.
Oh, we have a new co-host.
She's the co-host.
Hi, Carol.
And I watch the Eric Andre show like every single day. Also,
That's the worst show I've ever seen.
Tropical Cocktails.
Okay.
That's the
That
worst
beats
show
it.
you've ever seen.
But-
I love that show.
So, guys, if you want to watch a show where you feel like your brain is disintegrating as you're sitting there, watch that one.
Yeah.
If you can actually, you know,
But it's
if you
so...
want to feel yourself like getting slowly dumber, then just watch that.
Yeah.
Sorry to the people that write that, but
That's what they're trying to do, though. It's intentional.
I
That's
do.
like
I think
the
that
humor nowadays.
I think they basically got together and said, it's like Idiocracy at its finest. Let's just see if we can dupe people into believing that this is really good writing.
Right.
It's super bad. Anyway.
What else
Anyway.
Yeah, what about you? What are your interests?
Well, I love just all things crafty. I really do. If I could do everything crafty, if I had all the time in the world, I would do it all. I love embroidery. I don't know much about quilting. I only know one quilting technique. And
Sorry.
Oh, what was I saying?
You're very crafty.
Well, I just want to do all the crafty things.
You are crafty.
Well, I have made, I don't know. I'd like to get more into sewing. I would like to learn more about sewing.
I love to sew.
I know I learned how to sew on a sewing machine and hand sewing from my grandma when I was really little, but it just never went anywhere. And I feel like I have the basic skills down, but I probably need to do something with that. I have a sewing machine and I have lots of patterns and, you know, I just need to stop acquiring things.
Yeah, you keep gathering,
and
but you're
just
not
use what I have. I guess we can all as crafters say that.
Yeah.
Most of us,
Your
anyway.
hoard.
Yeah. I mean, my yarn cabinet, I have one yarn, well, I have one yarn cabinet for my main skeins and sweater quantities.
Quantities. Squanch.
And then I have a basket of, like, cotton yarns. And then I have a bookcase that has about a third of it is dedicated to mini skeins. And I told Ellie the other night, I said, I'm not going to exceed this. Like, I've got to start knitting through my stash, which is going to be really hard because there's always opportunities. Instagram is so bad for that. You know, if you're having a bad day sometimes. It's just,
well,
it feels so good to just buy one skein of yarn or,
yeah.
Although I've been really good this year because I haven't had any money. So it's easier when you don't have money to not spend. But so we are going to have one section where we talk about what we acquired, or I have acquired, not Ellie.
Yeah. Well, now that we're both knitting, we can, like, get through all the yarn.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We'll see what I decide to make, but,
yeah.
you know.
But most of the things I'll show you, they're not really that, with the exception of one or two, there's not any recent purchases. Most of it's been over the course of the last year and a half.
Except, what you just said.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Right.
So, anyway, so I love all things crafty. I used to do, like, stained glass. I like to do that. I used to do jewelry a long time ago. Nothing serious. I mean, nothing. That's the thing. I'd love to just pour my energy into one thing.
Yeah.
Rather than spread myself thin over a bunch of different crafts.
Which is kind of what you've been doing.
Yeah. Although, you mean, putting myself into knitting, you mean?
Yeah, but also putting yourself all into one project because you've been working on, you know, what you're working on right now for quite a while.
Yes. I know. And that's where it's getting. I'm feeling like, I'm never happy. Sorry, I keep rubbing my eye. I think I got, like,
you good?
Something from the yarn in my eye. Yeah. Okay, so finished projects is something, I mean, all knitting podcasts talk about that mostly. They start off. We're trying to model it after most of the ones that I watch.
Yes.
So, finished projects. Ooh, I forgot to. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is my latest finished project, which, like I said, there aren't that many. This is, everybody knows what it is, but I'll just say it is the Soldatna crop.
Beautiful. I love the green and the blue.
I'll try to remember the yarn.
Here.
So,
yeah.
The top is Bay.
Do you want me to hold it while you?
Sure.
Here.
Is Bay Street Yarns. I think in this colorway, a fundraising colorway she did for the Paradise Fires. I don't know the name exactly. The black is just a Knit Picks. The green and the main body color, or half the main body color, is Machete Shop Yarns, which is called Clairvoyant. It's so pretty. I love it. This pink is from Storyteller Yarns. Hi, Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey, even though I don't know what you do, but...
She owns a cute little knitting, or a yarn shop in Tahoe.
Oh.
And she's
she's not far.
Sweet person.
Maybe we'll say hi to you at some point.
I think she might go to Stitches. Anyway.
Oh.
So this pink is hers, but I don't know. I think it was a one-off. I don't know if it even had a name. And this is nitpicks down here. I had to do half and half, and I don't know if that's cheesy. It actually came out fine.
I love it.
When it's on, I should have worn it. That was dumb. Well, actually, I'm going to talk about this in a minute. But so this kind of cuts right under my boobs, so it looks fine. It kind of looks like a shadowy effect. And then there is a problem with it. As you can see, it's kind of, hold it up a little. It's kind of buckling. You know, I think I forgot to go down on the gauge, on the needle size. So the tension is all off.
Oh,
it just
yeah,
looks
I see it back
crazy.
here.
So I'm gonna,
You can see it in the back.
Yeah. And I definitely made some mistakes on the back. Like, I've been knitting for 3 years, and I'm still not good with changing colors. Like, you can definitely tell. It's not going to keep me from wearing it. But
It looks gorgeous when she puts it on.
Turn it around. This is the front. But I haven't blocked it either. And so what I'm going to do is rip this back. I might even make it a teeny bit longer, but, you know, do what I'm supposed to do and go down on the needle. Might even go down 2 or 3 sizes, because I think I used all different types of yarn too, so weights of yarn. So
I love
this
it.
is fingering, so duh. I'm actually surprised that.
I like the yellow up here, the neon yellow. See it?
Yeah, the little pops. It's
yeah,
so pretty.
it's
Can
so
you guys
pretty.
see? Can you hold it up? Really? It's really pretty.
It's
Anyway,
gorgeous.
And yeah, so that's that. And like I said, I still need to block it, but it's a really good fit, actually, all around the top, because I struggle with that. I'm a pretty busty person, and I'm small, like pretty petite build, so sometimes things that fit me in the chest are enormous, and I don't know how to alter them. I'm not a prolific enough knitter to.
But you'll learn.
Yeah, I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
So actually, that is the only finished object that I really have. Anyway, this is my set. Okay, so I guess we'll just. That's the only.
We'll go into partly finished projects.
So that's called like half objects. Hose.
I wrote includes half finished projects.
Yeah, they call them hose.
Hose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, actually, I've made socks and I've made lots of birds.
The birds.
Grab
Would
the
you like me
bird.
to?
So I love to make little toy birds.
And the acorn. I love.
Yeah, but that's part of a whole set.
Yeah, but I love the acorn.
If you go onto my Instagram or my Ravelry page,
Oh,
I have some things.
What's your Instagram and Ravelry?
Oh, we didn't even say that. We're sorry. This is our first.
This is our first one. We have no idea what we're doing.
So okay. So we're skipping around all over the place. But
Yeah.
I also make toy birds.
Sorry, someone was walking by.
Like we've never seen a human, but we kind of live out in the country, so.
She made this for me. Wait.
You gotta shape him, his back's kind of wonky. He doesn't have legs. This guy has legs.
Here, wait, do it like this. You have to go like this.
And a jingle bell.
Like a YouTuber does it.
Yes.
Like that.
So anyway, and this is this guy. Mostly I just use,
Oh wait, the little hat. Did you make this?
no, I didn't make that.
Oh.
This is a Susan B. Anthony,
Acorn. A Susan B. Anthony acorn.
Yeah, from her little fall
Here.
harvest kit.
Like that. Is that?
I don't
Does
think
that
you're
work?
close enough, but it's cute enough.
It's cute.
Anyway, but the bird pattern is a basic pattern from Arne and Carlos bird book. I have it over there somewhere, but we won't keep getting up.
Yeah.
It's called Field Guide of Knitted Birds, and it gives you a basic pattern, and then you can just adopt the pattern like you want, or it's fun because different weights of yarn come out, different shapes, and, you know, I usually use, like, my mini skeins that I have. Mostly they're great for mini skeins because you can probably get 2 or 3 birds out of one mini skein.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I do the little wire legs. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get some from like Michael's or Beverly's. Anyway, so that's my knitted birds. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see all of them actually.
Which is what?
Sorry. My Instagram handle is all lowercase Steffi STEPH_is. And my Ravelry handle is Hunacre, like 100
Acre Wood.
HUNACRE. I'm not really that active on Ravelry. I wish I could get my act together there, but anyway, most of my stuff is on Instagram. So this is my only finished project besides some socks and the birds. And
that looks soft.
Yeah.
When did you make that, actually? I don't remember seeing you make that.
Because it was probably last Christmas, actually. Yeah.
Ooh, that is so soft.
Yeah, so this is,
Here, I'll hold it up.
Let me show you the front. Does it matter? Let me see. Yeah, the shorter part is in the front. So this is the Turtledove Sweater, which is a free pattern by Melissa of Espace Tricot, and it has a little mock neck and mock turtleneck, and I think her pattern, she did the whole thing in mohair, but mine is stranded. I used Barocco, a cotton Barocco. I forget the exact line, but in this really pretty, like, rosy pink. Would you say that's like a rose pink, Elle?
Yeah.
And so I held it double with some Knit Picks silver mohair, and it's so luscious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is so soft.
And it's a really nice fit.
You could finish it.
Yeah, I should finish it.
You should finish it. I think that this is what she should wear to stitches. That's my opinion.
That's not a bad idea. Okay.
Anyway, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's extremely soft.
Yeah.
If she decides to finish that one for stitches, then you will be able to feel it in person if you're there.
But see, this is another example of how I get all the way to the end, and then I'm like, nope, I'm done. And it's like, are you kidding? You're only one sleeve away, dude.
Yeah.
What's your problem? Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's that. And then, okay, here's the disaster project. That is really sad for me because I really love the yarn, how the yarn came out. And this was so much work. And I know a lot of you probably knit this already. It's, actually it goes this way, is right side out. So this one is the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea, Mallory. And the pattern itself, it's not hard, it's just a bit, it's long. And so somewhere I made a mistake with the collar, and I didn't, one side is bigger than the other side, it starts to shape.
Oh, yeah, I see it. It's so slight, though.
Well, when you put it on, it really is noticeable. So I'm hoping if I block it out. See, I wish you could wear it.
I
would wear
style. This. Yeah, sorry.
But it's, if I can't make it work once I block it, then I might just rip it all back and reuse the yarn. But it looks so pretty.
You could reuse the yarn and make this exact thing and just redo it.
I don't know that I would do that.
Why?
Because I'm not that in love with the pattern, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know.
I think it's beautiful. It actually reminds me of Sedona. It reminds me of petrified wood.
Oh, yeah. The petrified
like
forest.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, the petrified wood forest.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame because, I actually ripped this collar out and redid it, like, twice. And it's still doing this. So, at this point, I'm ready to just give up. I've really tried to stick with it, but I don't know. Andrea Andrea Mallory is really, her patterns, obvious. She's like one of the top designers, but for some reason, my brain has a hard time reading her patterns, and I always make mistakes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a Caitlyn Hunter pattern, which this is the most fun pattern to knit. I mean, if you like color work, it's an easy beginner pattern.
I just can't, when I look at it and you say that it's fun, I just can't even imagine it because it just looks so, it's like beautiful, but it looks so complex, like I don't even.
I know, it does. That's the beauty of it.
Like,
it's so
really?
not. Yeah, you could do it. So that was kind of a mixed bag, but those are my like half finished projects. And then we'll move on to more than half, I guess. I mean, I wanted to show them the Rosewater Shawl. It's kind of hard to pull out because it's kind of bunched up on needles right now, but this is I want to say, I don't even know what shape it is. It might be just a half circle. Now I feel dumb. Well, anyway, it's called the Rosewater Shawl, and it's by Woolenberry. Careful, because you don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
Pull it off.
It's so beautiful.
So.
It's just gorgeous. I love the lace work right here. That's lace.
Yeah,
right?
it's all lace except for the very beginning.
Bottom.
And that's actually the top.
This looks like the ocean.
So it goes. It's actually like
beach.
this. You can see, so some of it's stranded with mohair and some of it is just the yarn, not. And I just used mini skeins.
Power of mini skeins.
Yeah, I do a lot. I love mini skeins.
You do love mini skeins.
The only downside is it's a lot of
wow.
It's a lot of ends to weave in, so. That part I'm not looking forward to. Anyway, this project, I mean, I've been working on it for what, 2 months?
3 months, it seems like.
It's a gift for a friend, so I'm really trying to, hang in there with it, but I'm getting really bored.
You're almost done, though.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
You only have 10 rows left to do?
Yeah.
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 You can do it.
So if I pull it out here, you can kind of see more.
You're getting close. Why are you putting your hand right there?
So they can see it better. Okay, and you can kind of see the mohair. Anyway, we will put in a picture of the actual, the picture of it on, from the pattern, because this just doesn't do it much justice.
It is beautiful, though. Very beautiful.
Yeah, it's mostly fingering weight. Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna put that back in there. Okay, so what do we want to knit?
Oh man.
First of all, here
my brain will explode.
I want to talk about this for a second.
Okay.
So we're going to be going to Stitches, and my mom and I. Okay, so basically for my birthday, my mom said that she would knit me a Steven Universe doll, which is something that I really want, and I bother her about it all the time. And the reason that I want her to finish her shawl right now is because once she's done, she said, okay, well, if we're going to go to Stitches, I want to have something to wear. And she wanted to do you wanted to do a new project.
I wanted to do a new sweater.
Of course.
But then Ellie stepped in as voice of reason and was like, seriously, you have 4 weeks.
I mostly said it because I want her to start on Steven.
Selfish reasons.
Yeah, selfish reasons. But I'm glad that we pulled out all the almost finished projects because I want her to complete, what was the sweater? The blue one? Or the purple one? The soft one? Or it was pink?
Oh,
pink.
the Turtledove.
Yeah, the Turtledove. I want her to finich that one for Stitches.
Or I could just rip out the bottom. I mean, I think it's even Steven of the other one.
Even Steven. No, I think that you should do the Turtledove one.
It's so plain.
It's beautiful, and it's so soft. So anyway,
we could always go to 2 days of Stitches.
So, yeah, let's do 2.
So I could wear both.
No. You're getting excited. Okay. No, I want her to finish the Steven. But I need her to finish something to wear the stitches before she can finish Steven. So anyway, so let's talk about Steven. I want this Steven doll really bad. I wanted it for Christmas. Christmas passed. I want it for my birthday. I know knitting takes a really long time, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be any less excited about it. So we were looking like, okay, how are we going to execute,
We? You mean me. I'm knitting it.
Yeah, but I am there for moral support.
Mm-hmm. Moral support.
That takes work.
Badgering.
Well, I'm just excited. So we were looking for a doll pattern for Steven. And finally we found this. What?
So this is called Knitted Animal Friends by designer Louise Crowther.
And they're so cute.
Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the cutest toy book I've
Can
ever
I show
seen.
them the horse?
Ugh.
As long as I don't show the actual
It's
pattern.
crazy cute.
Let me see.
I mean, all of them are. You can't go wrong.
So
Oh, look at the rabbit.
Wait, hang on.
I know.
I didn't know that there was a raccoon.
It just gets cuter and cuter with every page.
Here, I kind of have to go like this.
Come on.
Isn't he cute?
I think I can get closer so they can actually see the details of his clothing.
Okay, this is a perfect one. Show this one, because this is how I want to do Steven's hair. Wait, don't show the actual pattern. Don't show this.
No, this is just the supplies. It's fine.
Oh, okay. It's a hedgehog.
I mean.
And that's how I want to do. I want to do Steven's hair. Well, I want her to do Steven's hair, like the little curls on the hedgehog's head. And then, yeah, that's why I wanted to show that one. And then there's a horse, too, that I wanted them to see.
The horse is my favorite, for sure.
I think...
Oh, but the mouse.
The mouse is really cute.
Look at the mouse's shoes, you guys.
Yeah, the shoes. There's so much detail.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
So, we chose this book because it's I wanted...
Okay, the horse. One more. Look at the horse!
The overalls.
I mean, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much cute.
So, I found that one on Amazon, and I liked, the look of the actual bodies. So, yeah, we chose that book. And hopefully, once she gets the shawl done, and whichever project she chooses to finish for stitches to wear, she'll start my Steven. Because I want him. And we already got all the yarn
so for her
him.
birthday, that was kind of her gift, is I got, well, I guess it was a gift for both of us, but...
How is it a gift for... You want Steven, too?
No. Oh my gosh, look at the duck. Well, I mean, I have the book now.
Oh, the book, yeah.
I'm not going to really do much. Well, you could if you... Amelia the duck. Ugh.
Okay. So we went to... What is it called? Knit Picks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And...
We got all the stuff for Steven.
So this is Brava, just Brava worsted weight, which is superwash. Wait, is it? I need my glasses.
What?
I need my glasses.
You want me to go get them?
So premium acrylic, right?
Yes. So this is for the Steven doll is going to be Steven's current look in Steven Universe Future.
So his skin is going to be this.
Yeah,
which is
so
not as pinky as we want.
yeah, I wanted it. It looked a little bit more peachy and pinky. It looks really yellow because of the light, but
for your reference, this color is. Oh, maybe it doesn't say on here. Cream.
Cream. Yeah, cream.
Wow, what an awesome.
I know, very creative. So, okay, so the cream is obviously for his skin. This pink cotton candy, worsted, what was it?
We said that.
Oh, we said that, okay.
It's all worsted. It's all from it's all Brava.
Okay.
Brava line.
This is for Steven's pink jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's
And
the
then
white for?
The white... What is the white for? Oh, the white is for the little detail. I'm gonna put in a picture of Steven's jacket. Okay. But the white is for the little like lines and details on Steven's jacket.
Okay.
And then we got red for Steven's flip-flops.
Mm-hmm. Which is almost like a
coral.
pinky. It's like a corally.
Yeah, coral. That's what it's called.
It's a really nice color, actually.
It's pretty. And then we got this blue. Wait, what is the blue for?
His jeans.
Oh, right, his jeans. We got two for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's very strange.
Why did we? And they actually looked like they're different colors.
No, they're the same. Solstice Heather, that's what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very dark. Very dark. And then we got this brown for Steven's hair. This is Sienna. Normally, I would have chosen something a little bit darker, but they were out of the darker brown that they had, so this will work. This is like the color of his hair in the show. It's slightly lighter, but as long as it's not black, then it's fine. And then we got black. So this black is for Steven's star t-shirt. Wait, where's the yellow? Oh, wait a second. I think
maybe it dropped out. I know it's around here.
No, it's in my knitting bag. Here. It's right here. Sorry, there's so much. Yeah. So then we also got this yellow canary for the star on Steven's shirt. So, as you can see, I am obsessed and I'm excited.
I mean, I'm a little nervous about, because I don't know if I can do it. I mean, of course I can do it, but I just, when you're making something for someone that they're so excited about, it puts a lot of pressure.
But it's
let's just do 4 per bag.
Oh, okay. How am I supposed to not be excited?
Here,
I've been wanting this for months. Yeah. I am so psyched.
So yeah, again, the basic pattern will just be from this, and then did you already say whether or not we have, or how we haven't really decided if we're going to do the clothes? Yeah, so they should be attached or just sort of knitted.
I don't want them attached because I want to be able to knit my own clothes for Steven.
Oh, okay.
So that I can make him wear whatever I want, and I can make all the Steven Universe characters. I'd probably make Pearl next because she's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so
all right.
What do you want to knit? What's your...
So the next, besides finishing what I started?
Yeah, I'm saying, is there anything that you've been, that you've seen online where you're like, oh my god, I want to knit that, or...
Oh my gosh, it's endless. But the next thing that I have 2 or 3 actually, that I really am kind of chomping at the bit to get started with, and that is, they're all sweaters. One is the Lily's bobble knit sweater, or bobble sweater, which is, I forgot her name, but it's by, I don't remember the lady's name, but it's by, her brand is called Goodnight Day, and Caddy Jackson, it's actually showcased it, because they all did a cowl with that sweater, and I actually have the yarn already for it. Can you hand me that bright pink yarn that's in the white bag?
Oh, shoot.
Sorry.
Okay, we got it.
It's tight in here because we live in a little teeny tiny cottage. So, I actually got the same exact color and yarn that Lily from Caddy Jack's Yarns used in her sweater. And it's called Cashmere Merino Bloom by Pearl.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a
Pearl
fancy
Soho.
name.
And it has cashmere in there. It's called, the colorway is Bright Flamingo, and it's 75% merino wool, extra fine merino wool, and 25% cashmere. And it is like electric pink. It's kind of...
I like it.
It looks... What would you say? Do you think that's pretty true to color, or do you think it's blowing up?
It's
It's looking darker than it actually is.
Yeah,
It's
no, that
really
thing
bright.
is very bright. It's burning bright. Here,
Yeah.
you know what you could do? Let me see. Let me see if that...
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And then, do you see that other little bag?
Oh, you're killing me.
It's a white one.
This?
Yeah. So this is what I'm going to strand it with. By the way, I was really excited to get this yarn because it was a Black Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Okay. And so I got some Aloft to strand with this. So it's kind of like it's like a blush color.
Yeah,
In fact,
and it's really
looks like
soft.
Blush. Yeah, blush.
Blush.
So, yeah. That's that. And then for the next, so that's one I want to do. And then the next sweater I'd really like to start on is the Spellbound sweater by Tristan Malina of Dragonoid yarn. I already have the yarn for that. It's a green, emerald green yarn. Again, I think I did knit picks because, you know, guys, it's expensive to do sweater quantities of yarn. I mean,
Yeah.
I have splurged over the years on, I do have a lot of indie dyed yarn, but when it comes to sweater quantities,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of it. It's mostly single skeins here and there.
Because I think it's because it's less intimidating. It's like easier to see like a single skein where maybe that's a stupid thing to say.
No, I think that's accurate. I think that people think in their minds, okay, like maybe, are you saying like less of a commitment?
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you get a sweater quantity, you're gonna have to make a sweater. I mean, you don't have to, but it's like, okay, you're gonna use some of it, but then you're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then, so that seems like I'm seeing a common pattern here with all of the sweaters I want to knit have mohair. Because
you like
the
mohair.
Spellbound is also has mohair.
I like mohair too. I think it's very soft.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it does. It gives it like a hazy. Someone said it looked almost like airbrushed, and it does. It tones down the colors.
That's a good way to describe it. Airbrush.
Let's see. And the third sweater is also by Goodnight Day. It's one that was also showcased on Caddy Jack's Knits. They really inspire me, those two ladies. They're so awesome. And Jackie's a teacher. I'm a teacher. I don't know. Jackie's always reading poetry or writing poetry. And Caitlyn is just so hilarious. Anyway, they're a good team. But they always pick the best. They have great sense of color and designs. And then now that they've added her mom on there, Sally, who makes quilts. It's just, I don't know. It's fast becoming one of my favorite podcasts. But the third sweater that I wanted to knit that they showed was one that Lily wore. And they also did a cowl for. It's a cardigan, and it's got a funny name that I can't really remember. But it starts with a K. But I know for sure that it's Goodnight Moon. If we think about it or remember, we'll pop.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
And the yarn that I got for that. Okay, so here is the color. Oh, I love this yarn. I got this off Webs. Chunky. And if, in case you are someone that knits and doesn't know about it, the best kept secret is Webs for cheap yarn.
Webs?
And it's called Webs.
Oh.
Or yarn.com, and they just have so much cool yarn for great prices.
It's a secret, yet it's called yarn.com.
You know what I mean.
That's so secretive.
Anyway, Altamoda Super Baby, which is by Lana Grossa, and it is 3% polyamide, 30% alpaca, and 67% wool, virgin wool. So it's super duper soft. Somewhere maybe I read it or I saw it on another podcast or several times, but I have this idea that Alpaca, if you get, I mean, we all know alpaca is super luxurious and soft, but I think after reading that or hearing it, I had this idea in my mind that I should steer away from any yarn that has more than 50% alpaca in it because it stretches too much. It'll grow over time, and then you end up having this hand-knit sweater that just loses shape. Yes. So I was happy that this was only, what did I say, 35%? 30%. Yeah, 30%. So I think it's a gorgeous color. It's like an autumny. It's blowing out really, or it
looks really red,
but it's not.
It's more orange.
Copper, like a copper. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then so that'll be that, and then I'm gonna hold it with this absolutely gorgeous. Oh, where did I? Darn it, Elle.
What?
Over there. Okay, well, I don't know where it is right now, but
I can insert a picture.
So pretty. It's this mohair indie dyed yarn, speckled finch fibers.
Ooh,
I just discovered her. She has beautiful yarn, and I found one that pulls out some of these colors. So I'm gonna strand it with that.
Here, just go get it. Just go get it. I can edit it. God,
the birds don't move, so I can't hardly get out.
The birds are squawking too much, dude.
No, we'll get them in a minute.
No, I'm saying I need them to shut up.
They're fine. I think they're a little cold.
They're cold?
Yeah.
Well, we can finish this up and then roast them. We could roast their tiny bird bodies into tiny rotisserie chickens. That's a blooper.
Okay. So, this is the one.
Wow.
Isn't it gorgeous?
That's beautiful. Let me see. Wow. I love the yellow.
I know. It's so lovely. So, yeah, that's my plan. But see, again, it's all mohair. We are losing our light here, so...
Yeah, kind of.
Why don't you flip on that light over there? So yeah, that helps a little bit. So you can see a little better. Oh yeah, way better. Careful, don't do the same thing that you did. Earlier we knocked over a lamp. So this is the plan. Isn't that beautiful? So this is by Speckled Finch Studios, and it's called Autumn Mist. So
that's a misty autumn.
Yeah. So that's my three, but see how they all have mohair? It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have? Else?
What do I have?
What would you like? You haven't really talked about wishful knits.
Oh, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, the thing, what am I working on right now? What's it called again?
Oh, we didn't even say that. Her hat is called, well, isn't your pattern in here?
Oh yeah, my pattern. Do you guys like my knitting bag? It's so tiny compared to my mom's. Look, I have a little Steven pen too.
You have to hold it.
You see it? Wait. Where is it? Which one? Here we go. Look.
Aww.
Anyway, my pattern. Let's see. So originally, I was doing. Let's see. It should say on here. I was doing it with this yarn called Midnight Heather from Knit Picks.
And it's Wool of the Andes.
Yeah, Wool of the Andes. It was like black. And I was getting so frustrated because I couldn't see it. So, anyway, so I started doing it with Wool of the Andes, Lake Ice Heather, which is like this gray.
And it's going better, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better.
So what is this called? It's called the Classic... Oh, yeah. I can't see that.
Classic Ribbed Hat Pearl Soho.
By Pearl Soho.
By Pearl Soho.
And it's just a free pattern. And it's just a continuous rib hat.
Yeah.
Continuous ribbed hat. Not a great picture because our printer ran out of ink. But you can see...
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just ribbing all the way to the top, which she's finding to be a challenge, and I mean, for me, it's a challenge.
Well, here's the thing. I had the Steven yarn that was yellow in my knitting bag because at some point I want to put like a Steven star on the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do, but it's obviously not going that way because the stitching is just so, I mean,
so what I had suggested to her, and she wasn't a big fan of it, but I don't know, you guys tell me what you think, but I think just to get her started, I could do the ribbing, starting just a few rows of ribbing for her, that way she could have a good start, a good running start, and then she could continue it, and then, you know, it would be a collaborative thing.
It's just like, I feel like if you do that, it wasn't made by me.
That's not true.
I don't know.
The thing is, then you need to pick another pattern because
why?
You're not going to see the rib.
I don't care about seeing the rib.
Okay.
I care more about seeing the star and wearing the hat.
Okay.
You know? So.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's what I want to knit, and then also, once we get some crochet hooks, I want to try amigurumi, because that's always really cute.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I like it. I just wish you'd stick with knitting for now.
Well, I will do both. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I don't want to stop knitting. I love knitting. I think it's really fun.
Great.
It's very relaxing. Why don't you start about your yarn, or talk about your yarn that you've accumulated?
Well, I've talked about some of the yarns that I've gotten over time for projects that I want to do, but I will talk about some of the other ones. So we talked about going up the coast and our really fun day trip that we had to Royal Bee Yarn and getting to meet Kelly and Tristan. I always want to call her Christy because
Kristen,
because her mom is Christy and
then Kelly.
She's Tristan. I just get all crazy because I do that. I even call you different names sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when I was there, I picked up.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
A skein of.
What's it called?
I can't. I need my glasses.
Je suis pressed.
Jesuish.
No, it's French. Je suis priest or pressed. Je suis pressed. It's Jesuisprest. It's French, obviously.
Yeah.
But
is it from a TV show or something?
Knowing her, it probably would be. But no, I don't recognize it.
Sorry if we butchered that, Tristan. Okay, anyway, it's a beautiful color. It has...
Gorgeous.
It's mohair. It has a lot of browns and
purples. Blue. Like deep blue. But then it also has like that kind of... where is it? Like right here, it has like kind of like auburn, kind of... Not auburn, but what's the word? I don't know. It's just like
copper?
That. Yes,
Like
copper. Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I'm terrible at winding that. And then I thought I would pair it with, so Tristan had given me the idea of doing a Kobo Cat by Caitlyn Hunter because it's, I picked up this one, which is done by the Royal Bee, of Kelly of the Royal Bee. She actually she has her own yarn line, and it's gorgeous.
You guys should see her shop. It is so amazing.
It's the cutest little
She
store.
literally has, for all the shelves holding all the yarn, she has honeycomb shelves.
Yeah, and she has
Yeah, her fairy lights are little bees. It's just so, it's like magical. It's like being in a magical land.
Yeah, it really is. And it's so comfy. They have comfy couches, and it's just welcoming. This one is called Judy Loves the Catcher in the Dark Rye. And it is a DK weight, and so I thought these two together would be super pretty. And actually, Tristan helped me pick those out.
Beautiful.
And then I got
mini yarn, or mini skeins.
Some of Tristan's mini skeins, which I'm not going to go through each one.
Why?
Because it'll take too long. We're already at an hour and
yeah, but I'm going to edit out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So this one is the Tartarus mini set. And it's got the colorways of Nynx, Chaos, Rumor, Nemesis, and Array. And it's beautiful. It's like, you know, it's got a lot of purples and and then I, around Christmas time, noticed on Instagram that they had, I always hear about Knit Crate. A lot of the podcasts that I watch, they plug Knit Crate or they get sponsorship, or, you know, they get they get Knit Crate as an ongoing subscription. And so I know that these kind of things are expensive, but they had it for sale, basically $60 worth of yarn for $5, because they give you a free, well, no, I think it was like $24.
It was $24 or worth $24?
I can't remember, but it was so dirt cheap, and I ended up getting,
oh my god, I love them so much.
It looks like sunshine.
Yeah.
Like sunshine and yarn, and it is the softest.
It looks like a orange, like a orange raspberry sherbet.
It really does, or like strawberry lemonade or something.
Yeah, strawberry lemonade.
I'm definitely gonna make a sweater for. I was thinking about my niece, but actually, so I'm also a caretaker for a little girl who I've watched for 5 years, and I think she would really enjoy getting a sweater with this yarn. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So, I didn't even say what it was. So this is by Knitology. I guess this is made by Knit Crate. Some of their yarns, they showcase other dyers, but this one is actually their colorway, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's called Citrus Squeeze. And
Citrus Squeeze, that's a good one.
It's merino, 75% merino, superwash merino wool, and then 15% nylon, 10% cashmere, and it's fingering weight, and it's so soft.
Yeah.
Did you feel how soft it is?
Wow. I love the Citrus Squeeze because, look, wait, pull that one out real quick. So, Citrus Squeeze, it's orange right here, the lemon, and then the grapefruit.
Totally.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
It's so pretty.
So awesome.
Yeah. Then, I think for Christmas, like, basically, well, I'll show you what my Christmas present was. I mean, the Knit Crate thing. I'm going to cancel the Knit Crate thing because I can't afford, I could only afford the introductory thing because I think it jumps back up to like $40 or something.
Ooh.
So I have to not do that. But for a one-time thing, that was really fun.
Yeah.
So this is my splurge for Christmas. So I did get some spending money. So I got some Chelsea locks.
Here, let me hold it up. Oh my god.
14 karat. That's what it's called.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a hat out of it.
I love all the little like
baubles.
nubs.
Yeah.
Like it looks like actual little tiny pieces of gold, like in a
does.
gemstone.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't familiar with this yarn, you should watch their podcast. It's two ladies, the Chelsea, and they're called the Chelsea Pearls. I mean, pretty much everyone knows who they are, but
New knitters.
Yeah. But they're sweet and hilarious. And Christina, the owner, she dyes up her own yarn. And as you can see, she's very talented.
Yeah. What are you gonna make with that?
I think I'm gonna make one of Christina's patterns, hat patterns. She's got a couple beanie patterns.
Ooh.
Using this yarn.
If you made me a beanie with that, I would wear it.
Of course you would. Duh. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, this is the other thing that I got in Knit Crate for the same price. For including that price.
Oh,
this
wow.
is a Brooklyn Boy Knits. Isn't it beautiful?
I love the
And
green.
I got 2 of these.
That reminds me of, God, it reminds me of...
They sent me this cute little bag. And
What
that
does it
little
say?
purple hat. They sent me that little bird
Oh,
hat.
this is...
How cute is this?
Tiny bird hat.
It's a tiny
Here,
little hat.
put it on a bird.
We actually put it on Louise the Siamese the other day and took some pictures. So cute. Okay, and this is a cute little bag. Make something today. It's really nice canvas, or whatever that is. Linen, maybe? No,
I don't know.
canvas.
I think it's...
So the rest of these I got a while back, but they're so pretty. I thought I'd share.
Ooh, that green.
This is Gauge Dye Works,
God, that
and
green.
I will have Ellie insert a picture of what I intend to make with this because it's a pattern that they put out. And this is really interesting yarn that I've seen shown on the Grocery Girls. I don't even know how to describe how the lady dyes it, but it's striping, self-striping, but it also does this variegated, not variegated, like an ombre. I can't describe it. She does something special with her dyeing technique. So it's really sought after yarn and hard to find, and so I got lucky with this. But this is enough to make the shawl, the whole shawl, because this is 500 or 655 yards.
Wow.
So, yeah, and the shawl, if I remember correctly, has a beautiful little scallop. Let me see if I can find it online.
No, dude, I will just insert it.
Okay. And then last but not least, Skein Cocaine.
Skein Cocaine.
Which is Gina, and she is hilarious. I love her.
Beautiful. I love this one.
They're called the Special. Both of them are a colorway called the Special. This is Surrey Cloud. Look at all the colors, you guys. So anyway, yeah, this is the Special on Hot Sock, but just look how pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Oh.
Is that how you do it?
I don't know.
It's beautiful.
So anyway, oh sorry.
It scared me.
So that's it for acquired yarn. I think that's plenty. And I guess the last section, I mean, we're already at 1:20, but well, we talked about going to Stitches West. We definitely want to do that at the end of February. Maybe just one day, but if we can...
We'll see what
definitely
happens.
Saturday.
It'd be cool to do too.
Yeah. I do have an opportunity at work to one of my friends who's in charge of the enrichment classes after school. She asked me to teach a knitting class. So I'm really considering doing that, although I have no idea what I'm doing. It's not like I'm this amazing knitter who's ever taught anyone how to knit.
You kind of taught me how to knit though.
Yeah. But teaching 10 kids that sounds scary. So if anyone has ideas or tutorials or anything that they can add to the pot in terms of easy ways to teach kids, that would be really awesome, because I don't know how I'm going to do it. 10 kids, and I'm thinking I'll start with maybe a washcloth or something like that.
Yeah, something easy. Or like a sock. A single sock.
No, socks are not easy.
They're not?
No.
Oh.
No, because they're pretty advanced, because you're using pretty much every knitting technique in one. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's about it. Do you have anything else you want to wrap up with?
I haven't been on Ravelry for a long time, but I have been looking for, like, Steven Universe related projects, and I haven't seen a lot. So, if you guys want to hit me up and talk about that fun stuff,
Or maybe
and any
some groups or people that are like-minded that are into, because it's just not just Steven Universe, there's other stuff.
It's mostly Steven Universe, though.
Okay, if there's anyone out there that is obsessed, then contact Ellie.
And if you want to chat me up, my Ravelry and my Instagram too. I'm not on Ravelry as much as Instagram, but in either way, both of them are the same username. It's Eleanor with a 1.
This is an uppercase, right?
What?
This
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sure? I promise. Okay. So it's ELLINO, a 1, like a number 1, R on Ravelry and Instagram. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
This is it. We did it.
We did it. Sister. Whoa.
Okay. Well, hey, and also what everybody always says at the end is if you think this is something. I mean, we're just trying it out to see what happens. But if you like it, if you think it could go somewhere, you could always like it.
Like the video.
Subscribe to it.
If you so feel the need, subscribe.
Give some feedback in the comments, but be nice.
Well, you don't have to be nice. The internet is not nice, so we're tough enough.
Okay, don't be purposely rude, though.
Anyway, okay, so we're the Grateful Knitters.
I think we're gonna stick with Grateful Knitters.
Yeah, Grateful Knitters.
I mean, we could also be the Silly Knits.
No.
But, because we are mostly silly, but I think we're also pretty grateful people.
And I like the Grateful Dead, that's why we're doing it. We both like the Grateful Dead.
I probably like them more than you.
No, you don't, so anyway.
Okay, anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye. Love you. Bye. But, oh, sorry.
You're not supposed to say it.
I can edit this out.
Oh.
I can also edit it so that I lower the volume for when I'm talking.
Because you're yelling.
I am?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should just talk louder. It's good to talk loud for videos.
That's true.
It's kind of far away. Anyway.
But not great for the person next to you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, anyway. So, where was I? Anyway.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, at this point, it's like Can we swear? Can we swear?
I mean...
We haven't figured that out.
Maybe
let's not.
No.
Okay.
You could say it looks like... No.
Okay, Louise.
Okay, exit stage left. I think Louise might need a haircut.
Yeah, sure, her hair is too long.
Anyway. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. So, you can reach me... It's not funny. That's like my vintage lamp.
But it's fine.
How can you not know that that's going to happen? I mean,
I just didn't know.
That part's got to be up against the...
There. Good?
Okay, you got to look around you and see what you're... Okay. Is my Instagram... No, don't do that to his legs.
No, I was fixing it.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. There.
He's all bent out of shape. Okay.
He's bent out of shape. That's funny.
So my...
Oh. Here.
Don't make stuff.
What?
Okay, you can edit that out.
I don't have to.
Okay. I can actually show you if Ellie, if you want to just talk for 1 minute.
Okay. What should I talk about?
You have to actually move your butt.
What do you want me to do?
Get up!
You know, it's okay because I'll just edit the shit out.
No.
What?
Alright.
Dude, people edit for a reason.
Oh my god, I thought that this was We could do bloopers.
I dropped a bunch of stitches. Oh god, help. Help. Please help. Please help.
Ellie, it's not going anywhere. It's really stiff yarn.
Okay. Oh, that scared me really bad.
One of the things I was telling her is that that's one of the first skills you need to learn as a knitter, how to fix mistakes or understand how you made certain mistakes. Because if you get that down, then you got it. Okay, there you go.